my channel. Today I'm sharing one of our travel videos because we are heading to Singapore. Now we are at Melbourne International Airport and it's 2:45 a.m. in the morning. But surprisingly for a Saturday the airport is really quiet. We just drop off our bags at the self-serve counter. That was actually really easy to use. There was no lines, no waiting, just scan and drop and done. Much smoother than we expected. And then, while we are walking through the duty free section, we stopped by the liquor shelves. Cause my hubby loves collecting unique liquor bottles, so whenever we travel, that's kind of his thing to check out. He actually has a whole cabinet full of them at home. Want to know something funny? I thought checking would take at least 30 to 45 minutes, so I planned extra time just to be safe. But everything went so quickly, and we actually had almost 2 extra hours to relax before boarding. I know most of the time people are rushing to the airport, so this was a nice change, right? Have you ever had a similar experience? If you are someone like me, leave a comment. We flew with Singapore Airlines, one of my favorite airlines for traveling. As usual, the service on board was really nice, the staff was very friendly, and also their meals were good. Overall, a very smooth flight. After around 6 to 7 hours, we safely landed in Singapore. I'm so excited! This is actually our first time properly visiting Singapore, even though we've had a few airport transits here before. But this time we are finally entering the country. So right after landing, we headed towards to the immigration and then to collect our luggages. One of my day one plans in Singapore was to explore the Singapore airport, especially the Jewel Changi. Since we wanted to check out the Jewel, we headed to the Terminal 1. And if the bags are bothering you, you can use one of their baggage lockers at the airport to store your baggage securely. Because the Terminal 1 is a bit crowded near the Jewel, and carrying the bags with you is a bit difficult if you are after taking pictures. just wanted to mention this whole tour was actually planned by me, all by myself. It's my first time doing that, so yeah, fingers crossed everything goes smoothly. After exploring Jewel Changi, we finally headed to our hotel. The local time was around 3 p.m. when we checked in. Yeah, we were kind of tired at this point, but also excited. After we checked in, we just took some time to freshen up and had a little coffee break. Yeah, and I always feel like that first coffee in a new country hits differently. Anyone else? Basically, this is our day one in Singapore. So, my plan was to visit the Merlion first, so we headed out again. While we are heading there, I would love to share a few tips that I thought might be helpful if you are planning a trip here. Tip number one is try to book your hotel somewhere close to the places you want to visit and also near a public transport station. Tip number two is make sure to download the Grab app before you come. It's kind of like Uber here and it's really handy, especially for airport transfers or if you are out late and don't want to take public transport. And tip number three is to get an e-link card for public transport. You can use it on buses and the MRT, and it makes everything so simple. We bought ours from a 7-Eleven near our hotel, and it cost us 10 Singapore dollars for the card, and then we topped it up with another $10 to start with. It's a tap and go kind of thing, so no need to buy tickets each time. And I also use this app called City Mapper. It's been really helpful. So, figuring out which buses or train to take and planning routes. It shows you the best routes in real time. Okay, so here's something funny that we really didn't expect. Turns out it was Singapore's 60th National Day, and we had no idea. We were just walking towards the Merlion, and suddenly a massive crowd, fireworks, celebration vibes everywhere. It was fully packed. Honestly, the fireworks was super pretty. The sky looked amazing, but with so many people around, I knew it was gonna be impossible to take photos with the Merlion. So, we made a quick decision. I decided to swap tonight's plan with tomorrow night's, which means we ditched Merlion for now and headed to Chinatown. So, tip number four is always have a flexible plan, especially when you're exploring a busy city like Singapore, because the things don't always go the way you expect, and sometimes that's part of the fun. It actually worked out pretty well because Chinatown at night has such a nice vibe. Lanterns everywhere, street food smells, cute shops. Honestly, it was a good backup plan. And we stopped at this restaurant to have our dinner. Chinatown is such a good spot for souvenir shopping. There were so many little shops selling all kinds of cute gifts and things to bring back home. If you are looking to buy gifts for friends or family, this is definitely the place to go. Both of us got 2 weeks leave from work, so I planned three destinations for this tour. We started off in Singapore, where we are staying for 3 nights. Then on day 4, we will fly to Langkawi in Malaysia, which I'm really looking forward to. And after that, on day 8, we'll head to Kuala Lumpur. On day 12, we will be flying back to Melbourne. So I think I'll end the vlog here for day 1. I was planning to include more, but the content turned out to be a bit long. I really want to keep these vlogs short and sweet, but still include all the important tips and memories. I promise I'll try my best to share everything that's useful, but without dragging it out too much. Just the good moments and the helpful bits that might make your own trip a little easier. Tomorrow's plan is to explore Gardens by the Bay, the Cloud Forest, and Flower Dome, and hopefully visit Merlion Park too, hopefully with fewer people this time. Okay, then thanks for watching. Love always.